What is going on, guys? It is Jake First F&M Tilk here, and today I'm going to be going over this white-red aggro deck that my friend Ben suggested to me as something he could potentially play. If you look, it's kind of like the traditional mono-red deck, except we're splashing white. So we're splashing white for Aggro Vanguard, which, as we know, is a very powerful limited card and very annoying at the same time. As long as it's attacking Aggro Vanguard, it gets +2/+0, or, you know, you can just pay 4 life and give it indestructible until end of turn. It's a 2-mana 1/1, just for a white and a generic. We got the rest of the mono red kind of cards here, except Pianalar is no longer in the sideboard. It is in fact a main board card. So we're looking at all these cards in this deck, such as like Servo Expedition, which is another inclusion of white. We're just going super wide here. We have Cartouche, which also goes wide, gives your guys some first strike action. We got Legion's Landing, which generates your late game value and helps you go wide, obviously. Trial of Solidarity. This card was so annoying in limited sometimes. So when it enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +2/+1, gain vigilance until end of turn. I'm guessing that this is kind of, you know, their version of Reckless Bushwhacker, which just cycled out not too long ago. So the cool interaction with this is Cartouche of Solidarity can return this to your hand, let you pump up your wide creatures. Again, I see exactly what they're going for with this. I'm not sure if it's the right approach, but I do know that this deck would be pretty good against mono red because it's going to be able to chump block or block a lot of things efficiently and trade with them. So I can kind of see the appeal to this deck. I'm not sure of the teamer matchup. I haven't been able to play this deck. If we look next here, we see that the mana base is pretty simple, pretty easy. Looks very consistent. I mean, it is 2 colors after all. It's not like we're playing Mardu vehicles and we're trying to make those 3 colors work, because that deck is kind of a disaster. Like it's a beautiful deck, trust me. I've played a lot of it. But, you know, the mana base is just a disaster. So let's look at the sideboard here. We've got a Braid, which is great against mid-range, great against mono red. We've got Glorious End, and that is one spicy card. So it instantly ends a turn. At the beginning of your next end step, you lose the game. I'm assuming that you want to use that card with kind of like, you want to Glorious End your opponent, and then go to your turn, pump the squad, and attack for lethal. Kinjali Sunwing, this card is phenomenal. It's kind of like Posing Sovereign. That card was played all the time, except this one costs 1 extra mana. It's kind of like Thalia too, the last Thalia Heretic Cathar. Creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. It's got some good reach on it. It's a 2/3 flyer, so it's a little hard to block. You got Rampaging Ferocity, which, as we know, is really good against control. It's really good against those mid-range decks, like the ones that make Whirler Virtuoso as well. And we have Ixalan's Binding, which is a great card for dealing with Hazoret, the Fervent, actually, and for dealing with a lot of other catch-all threats. So just let me know what you think about this deck in the description below. I just kind of wanted to go give you guys a little bit of something that we came across. Maybe you can put it to use for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, comment, and I'll catch you next time.